Another attack, another set of victims, and we move on. Now, Senator representing Anambra South Senatorial District at the National Assembly, Ifeanyi, has confirmed the death of some of his personnel and security aides during an attack on his convoy in Anambra State on Sunday. About 6 policemen attached to the senator were reportedly killed. Paul, what is happening? It's as if the Southeast, I never knew that region to be this, in terms of armed attack, gunmen, and brutality to be this bad, because I saw that video and I was like, what's happening?
Well, that is now the reality in the Southeast. One had thought that there was some kind of lull or decrease in the spate of attacks in, or should I say high-profile attacks in that region. But from what we see now, it's clear that things are not rosy in that place. And it lends credence to the fears in some quarters that those who think the elections might not hold because of violence. I mean, those who have the fears, now you can see that their fears have some form of justification. Now, what we see is that now that it seems that the federal government is stepping up, the military authorities are stepping up, security forces are stepping up their game in dealing with terrorists, especially in the northwest and northeast. I think that Southeast it has been a place of interest, but the authorities should be more interested in the security of that place. The so-called unknown gunmen, I don't believe they are unknown. I don't believe they are unknown, but unknown in quotes. It's time for the security, the authorities, to step up their game in that particular place. You know, the usual thing we do when things like this happen is that you have lots and lots of condemnatory statements. It's like it's a ritual, you know. When something like this happens, you hear so-and-so has condemned, so-and-so has condemned, and you've seen spate of press releases condemning the act. You also read, of course, when things like this happen, you read statements from the police and all of that. But beyond all of this, when will these people be arrested? When are we going to put a stop to all of these things? So what is happening in that place is very painful. It's very, very painful. And we need to nip it in the bud so that people can have confidence. On one hand, we have, in the Southeast, on one hand, you have IPOP saying people should sit at home and on certain days, you know. On the other hand, you have people being killed. You know, I was discussing with someone, I said, look, you know, if you look at the figures, you have 6, 7, 10, you know. But it does not matter to me if it's one person that is killed. That person is a soul. It's important to someone.
I'm sure my producer took time to, you know, edit this video so that it will be suitable for broadcast. The one I saw yesterday.
It's actually gorier than what we see.
Yes, the one I saw, what I saw yesterday. And the vehicles in the convoy, you could see people, policemen, you could see DSS, you could, you know, and they were shooting into the air sporadically and randomly, maybe because of Senator Ifeanyi himself escaped through whiskers. Maybe he had an armored vehicle.
Yeah, that's the
report. His car was bulletproof.
Bulletproof, yeah.
I think we have been here before, and it's unfortunate because remember when the Boko Haram people started, they got a lot of support from the locals, thinking that this was a religious or cultural war. The same thing is happening to the unknown gunmen in Southeast. We have some people who are giving them credence because they assume they are fighting for the Biafra cause. But you and I know that, just like it happened in 2015, whenever you bring people into a system and you can no longer control them, or the reason why you brought them to the system is no longer available, they will use the arms and ammunition you've gotten for them to cause mayhem.
Exactly.
And so these people are becoming uncontrollable. And I know Senator Oba, of course, is a very high-powered personnel from that part of the country is a one-man riot squad. And for him to be targeted like this in his home senatorial district reflects the danger that we all face. Don't forget, people don't go out on Mondays simply because, not because they were ordered not to, because those who have dared to do that have been gunned down around most of the states in the southeast. And now we are getting this on weekends, and we know that tomorrow they've also given the order that nobody should come out in the southeast.
Why?
I think there's a court case somewhere.
Okay.
And they say on Tuesday, nobody should come out again. So
today's Monday now.
That one is a given.
Monday is a
bonus.
Monday is a given. They have an extra day to go online and abuse other people while their homestead is not safe. But having said that, I think we need to worry ourselves more. That because the South is the smallest in terms of geographical spread in this country, it's compact. It's a very compact space. It's less than Oyo State. And you are talking about people not being allowed to move in such a compact element. Imagine what will happen if they are able to spread out to Asaba, to Warri, to Port Harcourt. Imagine the kind of mayhem they will cause for the people living in that neighborhood. I think it's about time that the federal government does not treat this as a local matter anymore and treat it with the same level they are treating the bandits and the terrorists.
The federal government went, before now, they proscribed the activities of the IPOB guys. And are they the same people as this unknown gunmen, or are we still under the guise that people come from other states or from the north to act as unknown gunmen? Are we still under that
it does
assumption?
Not, yeah, I think that assumption is not correct. What seems apparent is that there are several groups.
The military wing of IPOB.
Exactly, there are several groups. Although Ima Powerful will come up to say, no, it's not us. Now, if actually it's not the mainstream IPOB, it seems it's ostensible that there could be a splinter group.
Breakaways.
But the truth of the matter is our dear fellow citizens from the southeast must realize that whatever may be their grievances against the state, the region suffers the hugest loss, when they begin to kill their brothers and sisters, or begin to continue to cripple the economy of the region over sit-at-home orders, simply because you feel that your leader is being unfairly. I personally think that, of course, we created the Nigerian state through its insouciance, created Nnamdi Kanu. But I think that they should just allow this man to have his day in court. He is not guilty yet. And there is nobody knows whether even the court will let him go free. Why don't you allow the system to take its course? What's the purpose of killing people, killing people, including your home people and people who came from other parts of the country? Because we've also read of cases of people from the north being killed in the southeast. Now, wherever these people are, whether some of them are bandits from wherever, or they are homegrown terrorists, what is happening in that place? Nobody gains. That the southeast loses, and Nigeria also loses colossally.
Now I've seen videos. The last one that happened in Imo State, somewhere in Imo State, right inside the front of the office of the Independent National Electoral Commission. Gunmen went there and stopped people from registering, killed people, were shooting and saying that no to election will not hold, this, that, and everything. Now, because of what he said, now it's like 5 months to that election, and has anything changed in terms of security or to guarantee the safety of lives and property on election day? The federal government would need to put in things in place so that it will give people confidence to come out and exercise their franchise freely.
2 days ago, I would have said yes. That they now have another outlet to vent whatever anger they have through what I call constitutional means. But obviously, you and I know that there will always be an elephant in the room.
Okay, let's take this call. Collins is calling us from Enugu. Thank you for... You lost connection?
But we all know there will always be an elephant in the room because no matter what you are fighting for, there will be people in your group who will believe either you are too soft or you are too hard. Some people say you are not going far enough. So they will sprint away and form a more core, what the Americans will call diet group. It happens everywhere. It happens even with Boko Haram. Some people will decide that, okay, you are becoming too mainstream for our liking. This is not what we started. And you are becoming soft. So they don't go at core. I think there's a very small group, whether it's IPOB or IPOB splitter, I don't really know the name, that are hell-bent on making sure the elections do not hold in the East. I think that's their mantra for now. They don't care whether there is a similar advantage for somebody from that area to become a candidate or to become, they don't care. As far as they are concerned, their main mantra is to get the Biafra Republic, and no matter the level of incessant movement they see, they don't care. Others, of course, will have moved in the direction that fine, we have another outlet now to gravitate towards in solving this problem. But there will be some people who don't believe in that and will continue to do this. Don't forget, more than, I don't have the figures, I don't want to be called a liar, but a substantial number of INEC offices have been burnt in the last 1 year. A substantial number of police stations have been raided in the last 1 year. And we thought that these have gone down, but obviously this will be the start of another round towards December when everybody will come.
Okay, Falabi is calling us from Songota in Ogun State.
Well, good afternoon. I greet you.
Yes, Falabi.
Gani and Mr. Dada and also AY. You see, the problem of Nigeria is becoming an unbecoming. I think we should not polarize our position on the IPOP. Since they have not claimed to be the one, I think we should look somewhere else. I think the problem is that we are lacking intelligence from the security officers. How could something just something will happen? They could not have any traces of the image. It is bad. Something is wrong with the security system. That is inside with ourselves. We should not polarize.
Oh, sorry, Mr. Falabi. Now, it's as if the government of the day, they've lost, kind of the power to take charge of the Southeast. What am I saying? That, a non-state actor is saying, don't come out on Monday. And we have 5 states. And they will all comply every Monday now. Activities. Yes, our brothers in the Southeast, they do call into the program and they complain that thing, in spite of the fact that they tried to reverse it severally, that means we don't have security on ground. People cannot see security to say, look, their life and property will be protected.
The situation is mind-boggling, very worrisome. It should bother all of us. If government today, if the police make announcement that everybody should go about their normal business, we've guaranteed your security, and a group, whether it's IPOB or and says nobody should go out, people would obey IPOB.
That's what happens.
That is the situation we find ourselves. I am inclined to think that ordinarily, non-state actors shouldn't overpower government. Non-state actors shouldn't be able to, dictate the pace or the direction of the society. Non-state actors who say offensive things, who come out with offensive decisions, should be taken out of the picture. But
Let me quickly take this call. Emeka is calling us from Anambra State. Thank you, Emeka, for joining us.
Good evening, journalist and Gas crew.
All right, go ahead, Emeka.
Yes, what happened in Enugu yesterday was, like the last caller was saying, when you talk about unknown gunmen, where is intelligence report that will make our security forces to get these people down? If in a site where things worked, I don't believe unknown gunmen. They are human beings, they're not spirits.
Yes.
So they must wake up to the responsibility to bring people out. Because enough of this is happening, not only in Anambra State here, it's everywhere in the country. All these stories are everywhere. Where is the intelligence report from our security agencies? Thank you very much.
Thank you, Emeka.
I was actually, let me finish my thoughts, because I understand what they are saying. They said intelligence. We've even had cases in this country where intelligence reports were given and no action was taken. I am inclined to think that
We were told that the Kuje prison break,
exactly
that they had.
And then you might even see law enforcement agencies arguing among themselves or trading blames. This is what I think, that I'm inclined to think that there is no genuine effort. There is no genuine effort by people who are in charge to cleanse the Hogan stable, to really make sure that Nigeria becomes a safe place for all of us to live in. Because when you have issues of intelligence, people are complaining there's no intelligence. What about when there is intelligence? Where there is intelligence, and then attacks are carried out, and people are trading blames. Agents are trading that we gave intelligence report, nothing, it was not acted upon. Then something is wrong somewhere. Why are heads not rolling? Who got the report? Who was supposed to act on the report and refused to do so? So heads are not rolling. We need to see heads rolling. If heads are rolling in those agencies, then we know that maybe there's some level of seriousness in this country. There is no genuine, that's what I think, there is no genuine intention by people who should do it. There's no genuine intention to make sure that this country is safe for all of us.
Now, it's now a story of if you don't have a bulletproof car and you're a politician, maybe based in Abuja, you should just sit in Abuja for now. But your hometown might not be as safe as.
But we know some senators too who cannot go to their home states, and they are not from the southeast. We know some who have not been home in 4 years. They've gone to the capital of their states. They cannot go further to see their people. Things are that bad. Well, my own concern about the southeast is that if you cannot get it right in a place that small, that compact, compared to other parts of Nigeria, what do you think will happen in a state like Niger? That is 4 times the size of the southeast. I'm looking at this in geographical terms. That intelligence is fine, but the place is so compact that you cannot move a kilometer or 2 without seeing a settlement. It's not like a savanna. It's inside the deep forest of the swamp forest. And you are talking about people moving around with guns and machetes and nobody to report it. And how far can they walk on foot? How far can they drive in a space? Because that's really my fear. Because we can skill some areas that you can move for 10, 20 kilometers and not see a soul.
Okay. Let me pick Okay's call from Anambra State. I think I should go that route this evening. Thank you for staying with us, okay?
Hello.
Yes, okay, you are live. Go ahead with your contribution.
Okay. Yeah, what people are saying, maybe sometimes, let me just tell the truth. The truth is that we are shedding all those people are doing all those things. Like in Anambra, most of all those people are the killing and not killing. We know them. Everybody knows them, but we, the people, we are shedding them. And if any security man will try to put a sentiment and other things that we are doing this, they are doing this, they are not doing this, that's the only problem we have in Nigeria. Because we don't focus on the truth. But calling names or other, if I do, let me say in Anambra, something will happen. The next thing I will say is Ifeanyi, or these people, or this tribe did it. Instead of we to tackle our own problem, but we try to tackle our own problem. That is the only problem we are having in Nigeria. Focus on your own problem, solve your own problem. But instead of you to focus on your own problem and solve your own problem, you will be calling another name. You know the people that do all those things. But you cannot say anything. Because most of the people in our big men, some of them are supporting them. That is the problem we have.
Thank you, okay? Thank you for your contribution. Okay, is trying to hit the nail, and telling us that, look, that they know these people, and they don't need to be calling outsiders for their problem.
That is, I agree with, okay, and it's from Anambra, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You know, sometimes when we hear that 6 people are killed, 10 people are killed, sometimes we think about figures. We don't think that those people are human beings. They are fathers, sons.
It's no longer.
It's no longer. But if someone close to you, if your brother, if it has happened to your brother, sometimes I haven't recovered from the pain of losing someone. I used to have a mentee in the church I used to attend. Very beautiful young lady, Igbo lady, who came to Lagos, but her parents were in Katsina. During a mayhem, this young lady, I still visualize her. She was set ablaze along with her brother, I think two of her siblings, with a friend. Sometimes when I recall it, the pain rises in me because that's someone I knew personally. So these 6 people, or 10 people, or 20 people, or 100 people, some of them could be breadwinners to people. Some of them were beloved. No, even if it's one person, that person is valuable. So we must do something about it. We can't continue this way.
I think it's a challenge to our security operatives. It's a challenge because mobile policemen, DSS, and some other guys, security guys, were killed in this attack. So it's their responsibility to fish out these elements.
A few years ago, I would have agreed with you, because there was a time that we have this saying that if you really want to die, go attack a policeman. That's what is guaranteed. So, and I know in this Lagos here, once you kill a policeman, chances are under 24 hours, they will fish you out. Okay,
let's. Ekene is calling us from Inewi in Anambra State.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening, Ekene. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thank you, journalist Anga. Thank you for the good work that you are doing. Let us like what happened yesterday at Enugu. It's a very tragedy thing, and it's a very painful thing. In short, we are mourning in Inewi right now because of this situation.
That's his constituency.
No matter the person that is involved, the people that is involved, we are really mourning. We are not happy about the situation. And all the things that these people are doing is calling names, say this IBOP, Fulani. That is not what we need. If the intelligent, let them go straight to what we need. Calling them will not help.
What do you need? What do you need?
As I'm talking to you now, in Anambra State, we are living in fear. We can't drive freely. We can't move freely.
Security.
Crumbling business, crumbling everything. I don't know. I don't know where Nigeria.
I feel.
Imagine the level of trouble.
Let our politicians use this as an example. Election is coming up. We don't know what is going to face up. Election is coming up. Let them put things in place because we don't know we are not praying for this disaster. But let them put this in place to save the life of people that will come out and vote that day. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you for your contribution, Ekene.
Yes, this
part of what we said earlier, that how the independent national national committee will do it, INEC, how they're going to make sure they work with security agencies, because even recruiting adult staff,
very hard.
In that area, coppers and everything, we have to look at it critically.
Exactly.
And these guys now, they're afraid already from what Ekene is saying.
I could hear the pain in his voice.
He's saying that they want government to do something.
If one mad group comes up on the election day and says nobody must come out, people won't come out.
It happened.
There's no guarantee that they will.
No matter the assurance INEC tries to give, or if IGP likes, let him say that they are deploying whatever number of policemen, or what do you call the other one, NSCDC. People can't be assured if things continue like this. It's not a crime to vote. It's not a crime to elect your leaders.
Now we keep saying this, that we need state police. People think we are getting to a point where nobody will have a choice but to defend themselves. And that's where we are going. Because the essence of the state police is because they are nearer to information than the federal police can ever be. No matter even the policeman is an indigene of the area, he will not do the same thing as a person who knows that his job is tied to the security of his own people.
All right.